is going on, everybody? As a marketer that I know from Hasbro would say, I'm 38, so I'm doing this for you, Daniel. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? It's the Affinity Equation Friday night. We're here to have your Dickies for all bright. I don't know what I was going to say. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? Glad you all are here. Man, I feel almost tired from like 2 days. I feel like it's live 2 days. Like, a lot of stuff happening this week. And
why is your mic sounding so muffled?
Yeah, you sound really muffled.
do I?
No, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's better? Yeah, it probably wasn't close to me. You might be seeing that we're missing somebody. Yes, I fired Ryan. I finally fired him. No, unfortunately, he's not fired. No, thank you. He's not fired. No, Ryan is taking a little vacation, so he will not be with us tonight. So you get the three of us. It's like the Three Musketeers without D'Artagnan. Well, I'm glad everybody's, chat's popping off. What's going on? Ginger Hitman, Chris, Dan Who, okay, Figures, Blake, Rob, Sacrifice Plastic, Ewan, Crazy Tunes, Tony, C, Rob, I said Rob, blah, 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 X Factor, Action Figure Expert. Oh, Laser Pants. Wow. Laser Pants is in the chat. You know what? Where's my moderators? I need somebody to kick him out. Inquisitive Minds, Chris, Disavow. What's going on, everybody? And Rush. What's going on, everybody? But once again, I would not have a great show without my co-hosts here. So why don't you gentlemen say hello? We'll start with this gentleman over here.
What's happening? Finally Friday. Hopefully everybody tuned in last night on Toying Around. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. And then we'll
Open
go
up
to
a bunch of damn toys.
and we'll go over to this gentleman here who's working so hard as always.
What's up, gang? Happy Friday as well. Thank fucking Christ. Not that Fridays really matter anymore, because it's like I don't even know what day of the week it is, and what does it matter?
Yeah, I got cussed out by somebody at work today. So
Yeah.
Wait a second.
yes.
Did you bend over and take it, or did you give it right back?
No, I gave it right back.
All right.
And then I told my manager, and I was about to call the guy's manager because he was a contractor. So like, yo, dude, you're not. I'm a full-time employee of the company, and you're a fucking contractor. Like, yo, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Nah. Fuck all that nonsense. But we did miss you last night, Bobby, on Toy Around.
I know. I had some things that came up. You know, what happens when you're one guy running a business? You know, can't catch a fucking break.
But I did fill in for you. I definitely filled in for you. I said that bit with the fuck. They gave me the fucking sign, that fucking $20 bill. I did that for you. So I did the Bobby for you.
All right. I like it.
Man. So how are you guys doing tonight? How was y'all's week?
Up and down, baby. Up and down.
I can understand.
Like the motherfucking ocean.
Finally, it's kind of chill. It was starting to get busy, and then kind of slowed down at work. So I was happy for that. Today, I picked up a bunch of what's it called? Video game figures at Ross for cheap. I opened them up all last night on Kevin's show.
Right.
Fortnite and Overwatch figures for cheap, mostly just for the accessories. And then today in the mail, I got this 2-pack 3 3/4 set just to use the flame effects for pyro.
Oh, nice.
It's on eBay. And that is pretty much it. So light week figure wise, but tomorrow I'm supposed to get 3 of the Joe Fixit Wave figures.
Which ones are you getting?
Cap, Iron Man, and Thunderstrike.
Telling you that Iron Man, you'll be like you're gonna be highly impressed with that Tony Stark head.
Chicano Stark.
Yep, Chicano Stark. But you know what? I will not lie to this. They did exactly pull the models from the video game. So I don't know what to say in that case.
Yeah, he looks decent.
Yeah. But I did enjoy opening my Sunday's Best Destro last night.
Alternate universe Dante.
All right. I'm telling you, if I cosplay, that's it right there. Sunday Best Destro. I gotta do is shave the head a little bit, put a gold little paint on, sunglasses, a pimp chain, my zip up suit.
Does he come with a cane?
No, he don't come to game.
Nope.
Cane. All he comes with some money burning in his hand. He's like, I'm burning some money and I'm going to the strip club tonight, boys. Ha ha!
The only way you can dress up as that piece of shit Destro is if you actually go and kill the cheetah yourself.
I can't do that.
No pimp cane? God damn, come on, Hasbro.
He didn't come with no pimp cane. I might substitute that for the suitcase. Like, yeah. Come with sunglasses. Oh no! See, Kevin already talking about y'all fired Ryan already. No, he's on vacation this week.
I will never let Ryan get fired.
Yeah, see, because if Bobby won't let me get him fired, then it's like, all right, well, I can't have Bobby's legions of Valiverse on my ass. So
the only way Dante is allowed to fire anyone, like no man goes down here, has to go through me. So if something goes down, you know that Dante got the word. Everyone's safe except Dante.
So where's my so since you got the signed $20 bill, where's my signed Action Force figure?
Soon.
But I want to say I'm happy for Fixer. He finally got his Action Force prototype.
You did?
Yes.
He did.
He was super excited. You can tell in the post he was super excited.
Yeah, I'm when I told him that I was gonna put it up and it was his first, it was like, like I made his day, man.
Yes, it did. Yes, indeed.
I'm glad it went to him.
Here's Chris already starting. Dante, who's your 5 greatest action figures of all time? That's right. Retro Spider-Man, Retro Spider-Man, Retro Spider-Man, Retro Spider-Man, Retro Spider-Man. Because he spins hot webs. There you go. Because Kevin asked us like, yo, what's your top 3 figures? I was like, I had to go with that Retro Spider-Man. I didn't have all Hasbro. That was my only Hasbro one in there. I went with Abe Sapien and I forgot that. And I think the Mezco Blade. And I was like, it was a toss-up between the Mezco Blade and like the Hush Batman.
Is this like greatest figures of all time?
No, just like the 3 top figures. Oh. Your 3 top figures for this year.
Okay.
Yeah. How about yours, Bobby?
Well, we might as well get into what we got this week.
There you go.
I mean, this guy has been eluding me. And thanks to you guys, I finally got him. The Injustice Doomsday from Storm. Man, Storm, listen, I know it's hard to put them in the same category because they're imports, they're so expensive, but man, this thing is an absolute work of art. These things are fantastic. And it's like, I don't like a lot of their properties, but part of me is like, I just want to start buying them just because they're amazing. The only other one I have is the Goro. And man, that thing, when I got it, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was a Street Fighter fan. I wasn't even a Mortal Kombat fan, but he just looked so cool that I had to get him. So now I can pose him fighting Doomsday, which I think will be really cool. I want them to do some more of the classic Street Fighter characters. So once they get to Vega, I'm going to be sold. But a lot of them are they're just hard. It's expensive. They're expensive to collect, but man, they're totally worth it.
I believe I agree with you fully.
So he's definitely in there. I mean, I'm trying to think. You guys know I don't buy a ton,
right?
But
I did the same thing you did. I had to look around, like, what did I get this year?
Well, because you know what happens? Like, so in this room, like this is the Joe room. This is where I work. But like, I'm in my basement. Out in the other end of my basement, I have all my racks, and that's where all of my Legend stuff, my Star Wars Black Series, like all that shit is all back there. And I just I get stuff in. I tend not to open it all the time. And then I just look at it, and then I pile it up in there. And like every now and then I'll keep something that I like out here, like the Doomsday. But you know, I mean, I picked up some Black Series figures that are pretty nice. Other than that, I mean, listen, that it's not a figure, but that Snowspeeder is amazing. But as far as figures go, I'd have to think about that and come back to it.
Yeah.
You know, even like. There are some really nice Legends figures. That Wolverine, the one with the jacket, mine had a little jacked up paint apps on the face, on the screen.
No one cares about your Wolverine.
Are you on a boat?
All right. No, that's our private dock for the weekend.
Hey, I got the same exact hot tub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate your attitude here, but aren't you supposed to be spending time with your family, sir?
No, I don't like them. They suck.
All right, I remember that when those 12 packages come on in the next couple of months.
We just got here to this cabin, and I just wanted to check in with you guys, say what's up.
Glad you're safe.
Yes, I'm glad you're safe.
Dante didn't tell me you were off tonight, so sorry that I bugged you.
Oh, it's fine, man.
I thought.
And I guess Ewan in the chat has started a change.org petition to get my mom on the show. He sent the link to my Instagram. I should share that to the Facebook group or something. But anyways, I'm going to start drinking, and maybe I'll go get butt naked and jump in that lake back there.
You have fun.
All right, later, guys.
Don't send any new pictures, though. I don't want you to know that.
Don't call me if you need to get bailed out of jail.
Right.
All right, later.
Ryan. So rudely interrupted me. That
right. And see, this is the guy you want to protect.
All right, you can fire him. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean that some of those Legends, those new Fox Legends. Listen, that Deadpool. That Deadpool's pretty amazing. So, you know, but I'd have to go through and look. But I also don't think I buy enough to give it a fair assessment. I know you guys have a wide variety of what you guys get, so you know, you'd probably be able to tell better of what the range is of best figures of the year.
I don't know, like it's hard. Like I'm like you when I told you about that Doomsday, I got my Lobo. And I'm loving this guy. Yo, this is like hands down the best Lobo ever made right now. And I thought the DC Universe Classics one was good. This one surpasses it.
Isn't it nice when someone makes a definitive version of a figure? So you're just like, I'm good.
Yes.
Got it. You know, it's like, don't get me wrong. I wish that Doomsday was classic, you know? So it's like, that's why when I saw that Azrael Batman shit, man, Azrael Batman was like it for me when I was a kid. So when I saw that and how perfect it looked, because no one up to this date had ever made a perfect Azrael Batman.
No.
Mattel did the more armored up version at the end of Night Quest or Night's End, but I wanted that first version of Azrael Batman, and that was perfect. DC Direct, or I think Hasbro had done one back in the day, but like the head was off. Then DC Direct did one that was really, really nice, but it's not really that articulated. This one is it for me. I think when I get this next year, this will be hands down like figure of the year for me. If it looks as good as it does in these pictures, this is going to be it. And like I told you guys in the chat, if they're going down this route, I want to see Cyborg Superman. I want to see the whole reign of Superman. And then I want to see comic accurate Doomsday.
Yeah.
If they do that, shit, man, I'm done buying toys. I'm good.
This came out of nowhere. This was surprising. Like
Right?
my jaw dropped on this one.
Crap, man, that totally came out of nowhere.
Just
perfect, absolutely perfect.
I had to get this. Like whatever I gotta sell, kidneys or whatever, I will get this.
Yeah, I rarely pre-order stuff. I immediately pre-ordered that as soon as Ryan sent me the link.
How much?
I think this one was like 8. I went to Hobby Link Japan. It was like 80.
It was 89.
Yeah,
89. That's where I got mine too.
Nice.
It's hands down, yo. They did release both of the Blind Bombshells today. Azrael and Ben Riley. The Ben Riley one I can skip. I don't need him. He's my Spider-Man.
We don't let Michael Wisman hear you say that.
I know. I'm sorry, Wisman, but he's not my Spider-Man. He is not. Peter Parker. OG.
Yeah, I have no interest in if it's not Peter Parker. Nope. I don't have any fucking love for it.
And I don't mind their like the way they do Spider-Man, but it seems like it's just the same like stance with body, and I was just like, This one doesn't really capture. I'm sure people like it, and I'm sure they love it. He's just not Spider-Man for me.
It's surprising they went down that route because it was such a bad time for Marvel Comics. Like they were almost bankrupt then. The story sucked. Like it just wasn't good. So it's like to take like that Spider-Man, like everyone hated that storyline. Like the Clone Saga, shit, man.
Spider-Man went through
Dan Jurgens was one of my all-time favorite comic book writers and artists, but man, that was some dog shit back then.
The two big storylines that Spider-Man has got ring for it was this Clone Saga and Another Day. That one, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was some bad times. Bad times. But the figure looks good. If I was into it, I would buy it, but Azrael is taking my money right now. He needs Azrael.
Man. September. Oh, now I know what people feel waiting for my figures. Shit.
Look, I'm still waiting for that Hush Superman. I am waiting for that Hush Superman. They better ship out in December. Like I'm really am waiting for that. That and the Carnage.
Well, I think like everyone's pre-orders are late because I get like notified through like Big Bad of like certain things that I like, and I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So when the Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures came out, I pre-ordered the first wave. Then I saw like the second wave come up. I'm like, holy shit, when's the first wave supposed to ship? And it said October 2020. So I'm like, all right, well, we're kind of in that right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You know, and I understand everything was going on. You know, shipping is going to get delayed, so I'm cool with that. I just want my Hush Superman though. I'm waiting for that one. The Hush Batman is great. Hopefully this will be my definitive Superman, and I'll be happy with it. Before we get into these titles over here, Chris Daughtry has a question. Have you guys been seeing that Sean S puts in the Toy Migos chat? He works for one of the import companies and has been dropping bombs on what is coming from Fig Arts and Medicom. I have not.
I know. I do occasionally, but I usually miss them when they're live. But Ryan usually catches all the live shows.
Yeah, unfortunately, I miss them too.
Yeah, speaking of imports, I'm really crossing my fingers that Nippon Yasan doesn't cancel my my order for IG-11 because that it's been a saga. Worrying about at first I thought I didn't have it pre-ordered, then I pre-ordered from somebody else, and then I found out that I did have it pre-ordered, so I had to cancel the second one. I was like, fuck.
Which version is that? The Fig Arts one?
Yeah, Fig Arts. Did you see the review that Robo put up this week?
No.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Is it? It's just too bad they're so short.
Always.
Yeah.
This is actually a little on the big side.
Is it
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's probably about a 1/4 inch too tall, but you can always make that work. But when they're too short,
right,
you can't really do much with it.
Ewan has a question as well. He said the real question is, Dante, if Todd McFarlane puts out a Hush Superman, would you buy that too? God damn it. You know what? That is a quandary.
I thought he was.
I don't know. See, he's put out like every Batman and put out like one Superman, like 2 Supermen, I think, so far. And that's it.
Well, so Mafex, is it Mafex that just came out with the Hush Batman?
Yeah, Mafex says.
So if they're going to come out with a Mafex Superman, Hush Superman, why would you waste your time on a McFarlane one?
See, the thing is,
valid question.
That is true. The only thing that would probably win me over is the sculpting on it. That's the only thing. Because I give it to McFarlane, they do some damn good sculpting on their figures. But then I would be mad because the articulation would suck as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about last night, it makes no sense. It truly makes no sense how their Fortnite figures do it. How your Mortal Kombat figures have articulation. But God damn it, you said DC Universe. You said DC, we're going to make your figures, but we're going to cut you some costs too. Don't give them an appetite. Don't give them
royalties, man. Royalties. That's the bullshit of royalties. That's why I made the point about the Joe figures for Hasbro. It's like you guys are getting cheated because you should be getting so much more in your package, but you're paying for a G.I. Joe figure based on a Marvel Legends and Star Wars royalty when there is no royalty on G.I. Joe. So you guys are getting cheated. Everyone that's running out on fucking Joes, you're all getting cheated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can believe it.
It's fine if you want to overpay for something. I'm just letting you know you're getting cheated. So when you see that, Dante, that's the thing. Mortal Kombat royalty is probably much less than a DC royalty,
Right. But even the Fortnite, which is weird, like the Fortnite figures, you would think there's a bigger royalty on that when they put so much articulation because Fortnite is huge.
Royalty's low though. Because Fortnite is big, but it's not like Marvel big. Like, yeah, it's big, but in the video game realm, when it comes to like video games transferring over to toys, they don't command that huge of a royalty.
Right.
Like, dude, if I ever told you like what the Marvel royalty was, you blow like your mind. You'd be like, "Are you fucking crazy?" That's why you should be getting so much more than what you're getting. Right. The royalty is so absurd because they're greedy fucks.
And oh, you know how to transition from that. Old Baxter Stockman. Old Baxter for the new cartoon Turtles.
Old Dirty Baxter.
That's right. And this boy and the pirate get-ups, Bebop and Rocksteady. Which I have a complaint about these. I don't collect turtles, but why in the world would you give a set to Loot Crate who can even ship out their shit on time?
Hey man, I got my Splinter out of business. Here.
No, they ain't go out of business yet. They're about to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes no sense. Like, why would you give it to somebody who was close to like closing the doors down? People weren't getting the Loot Crate boxes for like months on end. But hey, as Janet Jackson said, that's the way love goes. I guess that's the way business goes.
It could be worse. Could be a Megalopolis exclusive.
Oh God, I never ordered from them, but man, people were salty.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame either, but I didn't know all that was even going on.
I'm glad all that shit got out there because they had contacted me early on during the Kickstarter about, doing my fulfillment, like being the third party. And then I heard all this stuff and I'm like, nope, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, smart.
I was like, damn, that's a they were getting buried, truly buried. Blake asked a question: should we expect DC royalties to be same cost as Marvel royalties?
No. Marvel's absurd. Marvel and Star Wars, because they're both kind of under Disney, they're about the same. You guys know I fucking hate Hasbro, but I'm not gonna say what their royalty is, just out of a little bit of respect to Marvel. But it's absurd, man. It's really absurd. So I'd imagine DC is a bit less. Also because DC's not as successful right now. They came from Mattel. Mattel was shit in the bed. So it's like, I think DC is kind of just taking what they get. So their royalty is probably a third less than the Marvel royalty, if I were to guess.
Yeah, DC is really shit in the bed because they got dropped from Midtown Comics shipping.
Really?
Yeah. Now they got to go with Lunar. Because Bleeding Cool wrote an article talking about that DC had dropped Midtown Comics, but it was the opposite way around.
Diamond Comics?
No, not Diamond Comics. So DC dropped Diamond Comics earlier this year. Then they went with who I forget what Midtown Comics calls their shipping. They went with them.
Okay.
But Bleeding Cool had wrote an article like earlier this week saying that DC had dropped them, but then they came back retracted like, oh, we were wrong. We were like 100% wrong. They dropped DC Comics.
Oh.
And so now DC Comics has to go through Lunar shipping.
Jeez.
Yeah, so they're going through a whole crap show in its own. I don't know what's going on DC. I have a feeling they're not going to be around too much longer. I hate to say that. Or somebody's going to buy them up. Is that Bobby?
Don't say that. I mean,
I'm not trying to wish that on them.
Yeah.
But it's the things like the way things ever since this merger for who bought Warner Brothers,
Time Warner.
Yeah. Ever since that, it seems like it's all been disarray. Like nobody knows where anything's going. You can see it where DC Universe. Nobody knew anything was happening with that. And now it seems like they're just making DC Universe like a comic book site, like a comic book subscription site. And all of the DC shows and movies are going to be on HBO Max. It's just a whole bunch of disarray over there. And it seems like nobody knows what's coming or going.
I just don't like seeing people's properties go to someone else because then they end up fucking them up anyway.
Right.
It's like look at what happened when Bandai sold, or not Bandai, Saban sold Power Rangers to Disney back in the day, and Disney shit the bed with it, and Saban was able to get it back for cheaper than he sold it for, and then he made it huge again, and now Hasbro buys it. It's like I would like it if people would just keep their properties. I say that's as a hypocrite because listen, if someone offered me X amount of money for my company right now, I'd sell that shit in a heartbeat. But it's something like DC. I'd like it to stay with Warner.
Actually, that you bring it up. Winger Lou said Hasbro owns Power Rangers, so that's another one too.
Yeah, you're getting a dumbed down product with that also. No royalty.
I wonder, could the same be saying about Ghostbusters as well?
No, there's a royalty with Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Because Hasbro doesn't own it.
Who owns Ghostbusters?
Whoever the movie studio is that put it out.
Yeah.
I think that's who owns it.
Yeah,
I mean, I think like Dan Aykroyd owns the store. Like he wrote the script.
Right.
But then there's the movie studio that has like the rights to it. So you deal with it on that end.
Yeah, thank you for everybody. Sorry, real quick. I'm sorry. Thank you for everybody telling me that NECA owns Loot Crate now. I forgot about that.
Really, NECA bought Loot Crate?
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if it's greed or what, but it's funny how protective Marvel is over their IP compared to DC, because Marvel won't allow, like, you can't, like in a TV show or a movie, like you can't have like a Spider-Man poster on the wall, or Spider-Man, or anything that's Marvel Comics, like T-shirts or statues or whatever, can't have it in the show. Like Big Bang Theory, they everything you go in the comic book shop, or their T-shirts that the characters are wearing, they're all DC characters. Everything's DC because DC didn't give a shit. They're like, yeah, you can fucking wear whatever you want. But Marvel was like, nope.
You think they want that press? Like, yo, okay, it's a big time show. Everybody loves it. All right, go ahead. Wear it.
That's the one thing I didn't like about working with Marvel, was how like tight ass they were about their IP. It's like, I get it, you want to be protective, but at the same time, it's like, for instance, when we had superhero mashers, it was like there was all these restrictions about not showing like certain figures' heads on certain figures' body. It's like, listen, you approve the idea of swapping character parts, and now it's like you're telling us on the package we can't show the swapping of like certain characters' parts and stuff like that. It was like silly stuff like that. Lucasfilm was just as bad too. Lucasfilm is really bad, and it's no wonder Disney bought both of them, because they were both like a strict IP to begin with, so Disney just made them even more strict. But yeah, we would get all sorts of weird restrictions like that, and it's like, we're just trying to make fun stuff, and it's like, here you are, like, just being bitches about it, and even like dealing with the studio was even fucking worse, man.
Oh, I can believe that.
Yeah, that shit sucked. When they did the did they do the Collector and the Jeff Goldblum pack? Was that a Comic-Con set?
Yes.
They did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was still there when they were talking about that, and it was like, Jesse had to go back to the studio because they weren't sure if they could have those two figures together on one box, which I think it's like, it's two boxes, right? It's two separate boxes. Or
it was like a fold out, wasn't it?
Fold out, yeah. I think that's how they got around it. But it's like, dude, they're both part of the MCU. Like, what's the problem? Like, we would get hit with that shit all the time. It always blow my mind. I'd get so pissed off. Like, come on, guys. We're making fucking toys for fans or kids. We're just trying to have fun with stuff, and they're just like tight asses about it.
That makes no sense.
So I love that DC's so like, fuck yeah. It's like, dude, look at the Kenner days when they had Neon Batman, Scuba Diver Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I was working on the Spider-Man line, I wanted to do fun stuff like that. Like, oh no, you can't deviate from Spider-Man. It's like, we want to sell more Spider-Man, but we can't just make him red and blue all the fucking time. Like, let us have some fun with it. Like, nope, can't do it. It's like, assholes, man.
They had, saying that they must have to get more restrictive after Toy Biz, because those 5-inch Spider-Mans, they had like 20 different ones of them. Like, hey, here's.
Well, that was because Marvel had owned Toy Biz, or Toy Biz owned Marvel, so it was the same. It was like me working on my own line,
right?
So they did fucking like soccer player fucking Spider-Man. So yeah, they could do stupid shit like that, but Hasbro got it. It was like, nope, you're handcuffed. You can't do anything fun.
Doesn't that blow your fucking mind that Toy Biz used to own Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn.
And now Toy Biz is out of business. Like, like, okay.
Toy Biz is gone and Marvel owns everything.
Like, that seemed like some bad business decisions right there.
Disney owns everything.
Yeah. You might as well say they own everything. It's like, basically, like, what is not under Disney's umbrella at this point, except for Sony,
right?
Yeah.
And Sony, I'm sure Sony's probably working hard. Like, yo, fuck them, we are not going to Disney.
Sony and Warner Brothers. That's like the only ones left.
Yeah. And actually, Scruffy Nerd said Sony Pictures owns Ghostbusters. So
there you go.
And
I wonder if Disney sits back and they're like, Don't worry, we'll get it all one day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they are. They're like, don't worry.
We'll get it.
They'll run out of money sooner or later, and I'll hear that.
Yeah, come crying.
Guess who's there? You need money from daddy, huh? Well, let me tell you something.
Shit, they pay though, man.
They do. They were like, well, look here. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
They probably sit there. They got the Godfather chair. No, this how I'm sure. I'm going to show you how they do it. This is how they do it.
Disney, give me a call. I don't give a shit if you leave Action Force locked up in a box somewhere. Just give me some money.
We'll make you off you can't refuse, Bobby. We'll give you $50 million for Action Force.
Tell me.
Just walk away right now. $50 million in this case right now. We'll hand you the money.
$50 million? I'd take a lot less than that.
We're Disney. We like to overpay for stuff because we can do that. We're making money hand over fist. We got this. We got everything.
See, it's fucking Pimp Daddy Destro making the deals.
Right?
But Destro, they ain't sitting there with no gold helmet. They're just sitting there with gold suits on. Yeah. Like, no, you know what? They're more like Vince McMahon from WWE. That's who they are. They're more like that. Oh,
I'm surprised someone hasn't bought the WWE.
Oh man,
like
you know how that them trying to wrestle that from Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. Yo, that you would see that on a pay-per-view. Him versus whoever at Disney on pay-per-view wins the company. Just like he had Donald Trump on there. He'll be him in a wrestling match. He'd be like, yeah. He's like, you know what? You're not going to take this company over my dead body. That would be Vince McMahon. He's like, you want to come over here and do the job? Well, you know what? We'll do it in the ring. Hell in a Cell. Make a WrestleMania. We'll make a grand thing of it. That would be Vincent McMahon.
Sounds about right. I mean, I'm surprised he took the company public.
Because they were hemorrhaging money.
I guess, yeah. Just, shit's interesting.
The Saudi money was the only thing that was keeping them alive at the moment. Because the Saudi Arabia paid them, I forget how, like, so much money to come over there and do shows like two or three times a year. And I forget how long it was, how many years it was for. But yeah, that was the only thing that was barely keeping them afloat at that point.
I gotcha.
Let's see. We had another question. Art says, yeah, when I was at New York Comic Con last year, I talked to the guys at the booth about how NECA bought Loot Crate and saved them, which is why they have no more debt. Klaus Custom says, Todd, WB was also the studio who did Big Bang Theory. So that makes sense why they were able to get away with the DC stuff.
Oh, Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just goodness, man. Well, speaking of Disney, I guess these unannounced released figures that people keep finding. There's Boba Fett. I almost want to call them. I'm just gonna call them Star Wars Select figures because that's it. That's all they are. Star Wars Select figures, not Marvel Select figures, but just Star Wars Select figures.
Yeah.
Let's see. You got Boba Fett over here.
He looks really nice.
He does, yeah. I'm not saying they're not bad looking at all.
Yeah. A few years ago, I would have bought it. It was such a mark for Boba Fett, but I can't. Fucking Hasbro's bleeding me dry.
Right. You know what? You could probably use this flame effect for pyro.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not too heavy.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I was thinking of. Then you got Darth Maul, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, you can keep that.
See, look. Now this is a cool little effect right here. This would be something cool that they could do, Hasbro. You know,
Hasbro did that. Hasbro did that with the 3 1/4 inch figures back in like the early 2000s.
Yep.
Yeah. I need to see it on a 6-inch. Get him like 13 months.
Back then, like the Legacy collection, early 2000 or mid 2000 Star Wars stuff, Hasbro was doing a really cool thing with like blast effects and things like that. Like they had a Darth Vader that had like from Empire Strikes Back when he was blocking Han Solo's blaster. It's like they had that. Like they were doing really.
I do remember that one
back then.
I'm trying to get rid of all my old Star Wars stuff because we were talking about last night, like the Power of the Force stuff. I'm trying to get rid of all that. I still got that. I still got my
like the 1995 Power of the Force stuff.
Yes, I still got the I got the Snow Speeder. I have the Millennium Falcon. Just don't want it anymore. Don't even need it. Don't even need it. But nobody wants it. Nobody's buying it up. Like I'm like, hey, fuck, I'm stuck with this. And that's a weird thing to say about the Star Wars figures. I'm stuck with this. But we get an SH Figuarts Nick Fury. Well, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself about this.
Why? He doesn't look good.
You don't want me to say what I had to say. It'll be inappropriate.
His head looks kind of big.
He does got a big head, but I just don't know how to look. Unlike Bobby's figures, I don't know how they're gonna do the black folks really right. That's the problem I have.
How is the Falcon and?
See, they didn't look that great from pictures. And Nick Fury looks like he's like you know who he kind of reminds me of? The Lobe from Freakazoid. That's what he kind of looks like with his like that big old head sitting on that neck. Like something's like wrong. Like he's got something wrong with his head. Like something like he's about to explode from Scanners. For those who have seen it, Scanners. Thank you. At least Bobby got the. I don't know. And that something. I think his coat looks a little too shiny for me, unless it's just the way the light's hitting it.
Yeah, I mean, something definitely looks off. I think his head definitely is. Looks maybe a little skinny. I don't know.
You know who it looks like is fucking Hasselhoff.
Yo,
He does.
Oh my God.
He does.
See, and you don't. He's a Black Hasselhoff. That's
Black Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't.
That jacket is fucking way too shiny too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Leather shiny, but not that shiny.
No.
What did Dave Chappelle say? He said he didn't want to look shiny, but he looks shiny to me.
It looks like vinyl. It looks like Trinity from the Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm like, who had a shiny jacket like that?
He's like,
his legs look really skinny.
They do.
Like, I know Samuel isn't like a big guy, but he's not like skinny.
They almost look as skinny as Miles Morales.
I mean, that's the problem, though. It's like once you get into like these import figures where they put so much articulation, then you have all these gaps and things like that. It definitely like warps the proportions of the figure a lot. I know that's why, like, when like Dwight never learned. Like I'd see a sculpt, and normally, like when you see a sculpt, the sculptor does, they don't really, account for the millimeter or two gap between the elbow joints when it separates when you have the PVC double elbow in there. So it always drops the forearm down a little bit. And I always tell him like the arm's too long. And he's like, oh, it looks right. I'm like, no. It looks right here. But you have to account for the articulation. So I would always have my sculptor sculpt the arm a millimeter too short, so that when the figure was assembled, you account for that production aspect of it. Like those are the kind of things you got to keep in mind. I never understood. Dwight has been in the industry so much longer than me, and he never got it. That's why you see ape arms on fucking Punisher. He's never took it into account. Just saying, man. Fucking guys. You know.
I don't know. I don't know because I never worked with these gentlemen. So I don't know. But I will say this real quick. I was on Facebook the other day. And I was like, all right, I'm just scaring through. I was like, oh, wow. 1992, unopened box of Marvel Universe cards.
Ooh.
I was like, yo, they were selling them for 70, like it was like 70, no, sorry, 80 something. It was like a Facebook ad for YouTube. And I was like, oh man, I was like, all right, let me see if I can go back on YouTube, on eBay, just go to direct eBay site because I don't like doing it through Facebook. So I went through eBay and was like, all right, type it in. Found it for 75. Factory sealed, full case. And you know the first person who I thought of, Bobby? 75.
Ryan
Ting, yes.
Ryan Ting.
Yes. I was like,
I mean, Ryan's probably stockpiling sealed boxes of cards. I think he's got a shit ton of them in his room. We would talk about cards all the time. Because I remember, like, I would ask him about Plasm. I don't know if you guys saw my room tour, but it's like I talked about these cards. It was by this company called Defiant. They were called Plasm. They ended up changing the name to Warriors of Plasm when the comic came out. This was like prime, like 1993, like the height of trading cards. And these cards where you bought the cards and it made the comic. Like all the cards were panels and you had to put them all together and it made the first issue of the comic. And you had to buy this binder, the mail away for this limited edition binder. Dude, I ate that shit up. My dad took me to the comic book store every week to buy Plasm cards. Now, I remember Plasm cards were worth so much money for like a year. Now it's like I can literally buy a box. I went to the comic book store the other day. They had 2 boxes there, and they were $5 each, and I bought both of them. Oh, I have my over here is like my Plasm collection. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I got 4 more on order. So 12 binders. I've got a factory sealed case of 15 boxes of sealed cards. I've got countless numbers of other sealed boxes, all of the limited edition tins and stuff they had. I ate that shit up. I love trading cards. And for some reason, Plasm, man, I'm so glad that it's cheap because I could buy the shit out of it. When you get to like stuff like the Marvel Universe, dude, try buying. If you could find a sealed box of like Marvel Series 1, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
They're so expensive. They're over like $100 for like a box of cards. It's like it's so hard to get that stuff now.
I can believe it because I was like, I'll just go ahead and take a chance on it. I was like, this is the one time I'll take that chance on a set of cards because it had like 10 in stock. I was like, ooh, I was like, should I do this? Should I not? I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead, just take this chance. Like, because
style.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, and then I was like, when I do get it, do I open it or do I just leave it sealed? I was like, because I need to finish. I still need to finish that set. I don't have all of them. I got off topic. Let's see.
Chris asked a very good question. Hell yeah, I'm gonna make Action Force trading cards. I'm already working on them.
Cool. Trade them. Trade them with your friends.
You know what I want to bring back? Pogs. Oh, fucking Action Force Pogs.
I'll buy the trading cards, not the Pogs.
Don't laugh. You'll buy the Pogs.
No, I'm not. I was not a Pog fan back then. I'm not a Pog fan now. the Action Force trading cards, you got me on that one. Pogs, nah.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have the cards come with a Pog. So you have no choice. You got to get them. Look at that. That's smart marketing right there.
Yeah, I love Pogs. Yeah, you should sell them separately. Yay. Yeah, I'll buy all the Pogs. Yeah, you should sell them separately.
That's awesome.
Wingaloo says now online stores have pre-orders using Hasbro CG photos like Dark Ray / Boba Fett. It's a blind buy. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Born to Hula says, I remember the Plasma comics and cards seemed really gimmicky even for the 90s.
Oh, so gimmicky. So gimmicky. Like the gimmick, the most gimmicky ever.
RG says, I remember those cards. I remember the promotional card sheets from the cons that they gave out. You know what they did? So at one Wizard World Comic Con that I went to, they gave out the uncut sheets of Marvel trading cards. And I'm sure they were just mass produced either way. I'm trying to remember which series it was. It had like the X on there, and they had the characters coming out of the X. I'm trying to remember what series that was.
That was X-Men. That was the X-Men Series 1 cards.
Okay, so it was them. They were handing those out at a Wizard World Comic Con.
They had a red border with a gold X. Some cards came with a foil gold X.
Yeah,
like the inserts. Yeah, that was X-Men Series 1.
William Lou says, "Oh snap! I remember those plasma cards." Actually, Expert says Marvel Masterpiece is better than Marvel Universe cards. I don't know about that.
Only Marvel Masterpiece Series 1 because they had the same artist do every card.
You're right.
Joe Jusko did all the paintings for all the cards. So it was cool because it was uniform, but then they came out with Series 2 and they had a bunch of different artists. So some looked worse than others. So I wasn't down for Series 2, but Series 1 was a great set.
Duke says, I bought a box of Series 1 X-Men cards about 2 years ago before they shot in price and pulled a Jim Lee Auto Magneto.
Oh shit.
Damn. Nice.
I think I only have about maybe 40 or so cards.
Really?
I just kept the ones that I really liked, like Domino, Cable. I don't even remember who.
So you got to step up your card game, Todd. Like I'm talking like look, I got 89 Batman cards. You know, Dick Tracy wax packs. Oh shit. Look at this Rocketeer wax packs. Oh man, Turtles 2. Holy shit.
So
RoboCop 2, I can still feel the gum inside.
Back in grade school, this is my book. My binder of all my cards. You can see how beat up it is. This is from grade school. Like you see that. Ooh. I did draw back in the day, so I don't draw anymore. Is
that an authentic Trapper Keeper?
Yes, it is. Ooh. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, not a Trapper Keeper. It's just a binder. It's just a straight binder. Yeah. But you can see I drew Earthworm Jim on there because that was my favorite character at the time. That's what Earthworm Jim came out on Sega Genesis. Oh, sorry, Lobo.
Ooh, jeez, that's not a cheap figure to fall over.
No, oh, he's on the desk. He didn't fall off the desk. That was my mouse. But yeah, these are all my cards in here. And these are all still minty fresh.
Oh, we'll have to ask Ryan to do a room tour for his cards because he literally has an insane card collection. I remember for Christmas one year, I think it was like the first year he worked there. This is how awesome Ryan was. He gave us each like a binder, a complete set of series of Marvel cards. And I remember he gave me the X-Men Series 1 cards. And he also gave me, because he knew I was a big Gambit fan and Gambit's his favorite X-Men. He gave me one of the foil Gambit cards. I think right after he got hired because I was one of the people that interviewed him. And he gave me the Gambit card. But then for Christmas, I got the binder of cards. And I remember like the other guys, I think like Dwight got one and stuff. But like I always loved the fact that he gave me the binder of cards. And it was the one thing that I was pissed I didn't grab when I left. Like I was going through my office. I can only grab so much. And that was one of the things I didn't grab. And I kind of wish that I did.
Sorry, just real quick. I forgot about this. So this came in today from Amazon.
Ooh, nice.
This book is freaking awesome. Like even the back of it is awesome because it has like the villains on the back.
Can you just like page through it real quick, like flip through it?
So this part is kind of cool because this is like, so I can't show it all the way, but it's the opening intro to X-Men the Anime Series.
Oh, that's all the storyboards for it?
That's cool. Like it goes from like it starts over here and it just goes across.
One of the most iconic intros ever.
Yes. Let's see. We have like this storyboard page here. I'm trying to do as best as I possibly can.
Nice.
But I haven't got to go through it all yet. But this, oh my goodness, this is freaking ridiculous.
So do they show like pictures from the comics, and then they're like, this is where this episode comes from?
I didn't get to read through all of it, but most of it is showing like artwork from the show.
Okay.
Like models and cells.
So it's like pretty much just shots from the show, or are there like actual comic pages in there too?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's actual comic pages in here. I think this is all just from the show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just details from all from the show. But this is awesome. Like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, just for Cal Dye. They got Wolverine. How they were drawing him, the different mouths over here. I know it's hard to say. But yeah, oh my goodness, this is an awesome book. If you haven't checked out the interview, it is up on our YouTube page with Julie Lewald and Eric Lewald and Larry Houston from X-Men the Anime series. Feels good to be the first, almost like one of the first ones you can really say that for this year. You know, we interviewed them. We got the 411 before everybody. Talked about, the X-Men anime series is great. Yeah. We were on the hype train before the hype train took off.
That Cal Dodd show was really good too.
Yes, and Cal Dodd, man. Yo, shout out to that man. Yo, he was awesome. He was so awesome. Great having him here. I wish Bobby could have been there.
Yeah, I was bummed I missed that one.
How much is the book?
It was, hold on, I got pulled up on Amazon because I forgot how much. I just bought it. I was like, yo, I just need it. I need this book. I don't want to share it. $37.52.
That's not too bad.
Odd number.
It is. Amazon's like that half the time. I don't know why.
Probably goes for 40 and they wanted to undercut somebody.
No, it goes for 50 because they had the price. Yeah, it was 50 slashed out. I was like, ooh. But yeah, it's an awesome book. Definitely pick it up if you haven't got a chance to, or if you're a big X-Men fan of the cartoon. Definitely, I say definitely you must have it. Definitely must have.
Ryan posted a pretty cool picture because he got his, and then he put like the retro card X-Men around it.
Yeah, I posted the one today on our Instagram with the other book. Dang it, I forget the name of it now. Jiminy Willikers. Yeah, I said Jiminy Willikers. Sue me. But previously on X-Men, the making of the anime series, because they both did both books, so. It's a nice little combo piece. Now I got to find a spot for like the two books and then the stuff they sent us to sign. I was like, ooh, like, yo, you know what?
Yeah, that was super cool of them to like
yes, it was.
Send us stuff.
Mr. Ting, I'll trade you some stuff if you really need that the part of your collection. I'm joking. I can't trade that away. It's too close to my heart already. It's too close. So we have this what is it, Yamaguchi, is that how I say it? Yamaguchi Robotech Joker. At least he doesn't have the thick thighs like Batman.
See, these are like the articulation cuts make it real wonky for me. Some of this stuff.
Yeah, this one's not for me.
Like Joker should be slim, very slim. His thighs are really thick.
If you've seen the Batman one for this one, the Batman's thighs were thicker.
Yeah, but it's Batman, dude. He probably squats 600 pounds.
but the skinny dude keeps up with him. Skinny dude who don't even work out keeps up with him.
It's just because he can run fast because he's got low body weight.
It's not bad. If you like this, this Robotech series, It's a good pickup. This one's not for me. The face sculpt is amazing. I like that face on there.
Yeah.
The hands look kind of big though. Yeah, there's Batman in the back. I don't know why they have them crouched like that. Like, just can't have them standing up. Like, it's not too bad. Yeah, not for me, but for anybody who does just, I do like Robotech. I just certain things. Like I said, certain things I just have to get for them. Yeah. They're not my cup of tea all the time. Mighty Most Jeff says he looks super creepy next to the preteen Harley.
Mm-hmm. You can keep that Gamora, by the way.
That's why I didn't even go. But I didn't even look at her. I didn't even bring her up. I knew you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say that on her.
Is she bad?
It's okay for the movie figure, I guess.
It's also kind of like late. It's like
very
really
late.
Not really that relevant right now.
Yeah.
Odd choice.
Here she is.
Ooh, that face is bad.
Yeah.
She doesn't even look angry.
She's not angry. Not with that face. She can't make an angry face at all.
She's just so like dead-eyed. She's like
look like she's doing a snap. She's like, I can snap too, Thanos. See? Keep on beat too.
She's just bored. This must have been a former Hasbro employee who fucking sculpted that boring face.
I'm done. See, no, this would kill me. Why would you give her the Star-Lord gun?
Just another incentive to make you want to buy it.
But that doesn't make any sense. Like,
yeah, but they like
well, they were in the scene together.
Yeah, Mayfix does this kind of stuff too, where like you'll buy a figure that includes an accessory that completes a scene or another version of a figure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tragic. Yeah,
I really wanted that Nebula, but I just couldn't justify the expense.
I don't blame you.
I wonder how the Thanos was.
It wasn't any better. But she just looked like she's like, I'm just here to take the pictures and I'm going to go, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing is there's just so many companies doing them. It's like you got Revoltech, you got Bandai, Mayfix. It's like, man, there's so many. And it's like when they first started like doing all these cool import figures, I got 2 Harley Quinns. I got this Figure Arts one and I got the Mayfix one. And I was like, the Mayfix one won out. And then I saw what Mayfix was doing. So I started buying all the Batman movie Mayfix stuff. Because the Figure Art stuff was small. Sometimes they look wonky. The Revoltech stuff, it's, the proportions are really off. So it's like everyone's doing all these different things. And there's just so much out there. And nothing's consistent.
Right. It's, I don't know. Trevor McGuire says, SHF got too big for their britches over value.
And don't get me wrong, Figure Arts does some awesome stuff. Like the Doctor Strange, like that deluxe Doctor Strange, awesome. But sometimes they're just not on point.
See, stuff like this is almost makes me want to buy a McFarlane figure. But I'm trying to figure out how they got that Batman on there without that much articulation. Like, how much breaking of the figure am I going to have to do to get that on there?
That's why NECA doesn't make motorcycles.
Look, see, even that hand scared to touch it. Like, they don't want to follow move. Like, I like the bat. Like this, the cycle looks awesome. I like it. I like that Batman. But I know it's going to be no cuts in where I want it to be. And it's just going to be just a bland old statue. Oh no! See that tells me right there. Mario says they took off his right leg. Nah, nah. See, we're done. Thanks, McFarlane. Thank you.
You don't know that.
Look.
They can't sell a bike without being able to get a figure on it.
He sold a Kickstarter figure without an ab crunch. You know what? You know how they always start those shows like, you know how they start those 30 for 30 on ESPN? Let me tell you how the greatest story of people got swindled in an action figure Kickstarter. His name was Todd McFarlane. He was the creator of Spawn, and he swindled everybody without the ab crunch. He promised stuff in this figure that was not coming true.
I'd be pissed if I invested in that shit.
You know what? That's what I should. That's what I should do. Like as a sideshow, 30 for 30 on action figures. I would start with Cryptic Toys and see if I can find that guy.
Oh God,
sir, what are you doing down here in Miami?
that guy took some money, vanished.
Yeah, I'd be like this, like, come up, like, sir, come up to camera, like, sir, where's everybody's money at? Do you have it? No, don't walk away from me. No, please, no, don't go back in the house. Look, I'm just trying to get to the facts. Trying to get to the facts. You know how they go in the house. You got to knock on the door, like, sir, can you please just come out here and answer these questions? People want to know where their money's at. They just want to know where their money went to. They haven't heard any updates. It's been 2 years now. Like, come on. What's the updates? Where are the updates at?
See,
Okay,
he did it all right. I'm gonna do it better.
I'm telling you.
I'm just kidding. I'm making the figures.
I'm telling you, yo, we could actually do that as a show. 30 for 30 on action figures. Where are they now? Go to Tom McFarlane's out. Mr. McFarlane, why could you put no ab crunch in that Spawn? No comment. Just get the camera out. Why is the camera here? Get the out of my face. Get it out of my face. I'm telling you, yo. Man.
Watch out. He'll throw that McGuire baseball at you.
right. Well, I'm telling you, the two best episodes will be the McFarlane one and the Cryptic Toys one. That's it. We just have to make 2 episodes. We're already hit. Those are the 2 episodes that they did. Oh, and then what's the other guy who swindled everybody? What's his name? You know, Todd. He kept trying to make all those figures.
It was last year.
No, not last year. I'm trying to remember the figures he was trying to get off the ground. Everybody's like, he kept coming back, but they're like, yo, why would he keep coming back with figures that he knows he's not going to be able to make and your money?
Oh yeah,
damn, I forget his name. Shocker Toys, yes, Shocker Toys. Thank you, Colossal Custom. Shocker Toys.
What one was that?
Oh man, you know a little bit more than I do, Ty. That one, I'm flaky on.
Yeah, that's Wisman's deal. He loves all those figures.
What kind of figures were they?
Scud the
Disposable Assassin.
Yeah.
It was like all the indie comic figures.
Yes.
And like every time he was like, yeah, I'm coming back with these figures, and everybody be like, yeah, right, whatever. You ain't gonna make these figures. Have the models all made up and everything, prototypes all set up. Then you never hear from him again.
So he did a Kickstarter?
I don't know if he did a Kickstarter.
No, I think he was taking pre-orders.
Which is the worst.
Yeah, I think it was like before crowdfunding type of shit really happened.
I'm telling you, yo, man, could you imagine that? 30 for 30 on toys. Y'all take that. You know what? We're doing that. We're going to talk about this after the show. 30 for 30 on toys. Where is Bobby Vala now?
You should do it before Netflix does it.
That is true. You know what? I can prevent it. I can present it to Netflix. I'm like, yo, Netflix, yo, I got it. You want your 30 for 30? I got it. So action figures. You got the toys that made us. I got the 30 for 30. Where are they at now? Jeff Beckett Jr. Yeah, that's his name.
Yep.
Thank you, Laser. Thank you, Ryan. Yo,
Yeah,
that is it.
People.
Like, give me just a camera crew, and I'll ask the hard hitting questions. I'll be knocking at the doors and be like, "Excuse me," I forget who died for crypto. Like, hey, sir, people been looking for the money. Where is it at? Where are the skeletons at? Where are these military guys you was promising to everybody?
Listen, I'm sure the IRS is knocking on his door first, because if you look at like the comments on the Kickstarter, someone found his address.
Oh yeah,
someone like looked up his, because all that business, when you create a business, it's all public record. Mm-hmm. He's like hasn't paid taxes on the business in years, so he's defaulted on that. So he owes a shit ton of money to IRS for that. So
yeah, he got blacklisted with the Better Business Bureau.
Damn.
Yet the funny thing is, dickheads on the Fwoosh still fucking hate on me because I was shitting on that fucking Kickstarter. I told everyone not to fucking put your money into it, and they got pissed at me for shitting on it. Like, oh, look, he's shitting on someone else's Kickstarter. Yeah, for good fucking reason. All those people are out fucking money now. So it's like, those assholes still fucking hate on me because of it. It's like, go fuck yourself. I bet you lost fucking money.
Yeah, I was lucky that I got my credit card charges. Right. He refunded me my money right before my bank took action.
Thank you again, Ryan. Austin Gentry. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's the crypto guy. Yeah. Look how mad. Like he wrote it in all caps. You can tell he's mad.
Yo, because he wrote Jeff Beckett Jr. in all caps. Austin Gentry. He's like, these are people we need to go after.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling I go on that Facebook page to update it. I was like, and nobody, and like all I get is like 12 different likes on any post I put on there. I'm like, where is he at now? Where is he at now? And nobody, and that it's like, you know how you go through those old dusty towns with just the tumbleweeds just going through in the town, everything's all boarded up. That's what that Facebook post looks like. Like they're people ready to open up the general store. They were ready to open up the supermarkets and everything. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a great little town. Mayor ran off with the money. God damn it. Let me go ask for my job back at Mattel. Fuck.
See, man, that's why people contact me all the time. They're like, hey, man, I'm thinking about making toys. Can you give me some advice? Yeah, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. If you don't come from a toy background, don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
If you don't come from the toy industry, don't fucking do it. Don't think like you need a shit ton of money. You need a shit ton of knowledge. Don't fucking do it. Leave it to the professionals.
That's one thing I think I couldn't. I definitely could. I know I couldn't do it. I was just like, yeah, this ain't my repertoire. Because people hate me after I did. I'm like, yo, yeah, folks. I think I bit off more than I could chew.
See you later.
Yeah. I'm recording this video. Is that a beach in the back here? Don't worry about it. Yeah, can I get more of those margaritas? Yeah, you know, little umbrellas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, folks. I'm just, man. Hey, kids, I told you no jumping in the pool.
The dude we had on the show the other day that Bobby's friends with,
Jason.
Jason, yeah. What kind of background does he have?
I don't know. Although, like, I think Jason just had a bad go at it. He was one of those people that kind of got into it and had a bad factory. And luckily, he was able to get into the factory that I'm at. So he did what he needed to do to right the ship. A lot of guys just don't have those resources to do it, or at that point, your money's kind of bled you dry a bit. But he was able to recover and get it done the right way. So he's one of those rare instances. But
because I do like it, like his design for the figures, I do like them. It was just like after Boss Fights 3 3/4-inch figures was like I can't do another 3 3/4 inch scale figure. Like They're nice. It's just not for me anymore. Now he's doing 6-inch. I'm all in. I'm Action Force that's up. I'm Beast Warrior up in there too. That's right.
Yeah,
Call them Beast Warriors.
Look at what Ryan wrote.
Yeah, I am done with Ryan. Austin Gentry, Jeff Beckett Jr., and Bobby Valor brought a private island in the Caribbean together, drinking Mai Tais and don't blow off a stripper's ass.
See, they're the two of them are already there waiting for me. I'm just waiting for more money to come in through the pre-orders, and then I'm heading out.
He's like, yeah, these comics, yeah, they're just made off of toilet paper. That's all. Don't worry. And we're going to get like toilet paper roll figures. Like, what the fuck? This is not my Action Force figure. This is not what I ordered.
Hey, man, it clearly says on there, products and colors may vary.
Please don't do that to me. I can't take another heartbreak. 2 Kickstarters already kicking my ass. Thank goodness I found somebody who's going to take this spawn off my hands when it comes. So that's gone. He's already out the door when he comes. Like, whoop, bam, out of here. Goodness, yeah. It wasn't much too much. Marvel Legends series asks a question. What's the lack of love for boss fighters late?
Does that mean you want an explanation?
I can give him an explanation for my lack of love on it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, yours is probably a lot more toned down than mine is.
Honestly, so far it's just they just keep doing 3/4 inch. Like, I think we talked about last week. It just doesn't have the staying power. Like, if it was like a G.I. Joe figure, like a property that was well known, it just doesn't have the staying power for a 3/4 inch series. I see a lot of people like them, but it's almost like you have to be a 3/4 inch person who loved that size. If they were 6-inch, they were doing 6-inch figures, then I think they probably be doing more money than what they are right now. I don't know what their money situation is, and I'm not going to try to sit here and speculate what it is, but it was a good idea when it first came out. I kind of lost my love on it. Like, it's just not for me. Like, for a 3/4 inch figure that I'm paying for, I don't think I should be paying almost 20, like the same price as a 6-inch figure for it. They do give you a shitload of accessories, cool, but the price for it versus like the fun of it is just not for me. There you go. That's my lack of love on it. Now, Bobby's take may be a little bit different, maybe a little non-kid friendly here.
When were we ever kid friendly?
That's true.
My hatred for them comes from one fucking dipshit. Eric Arana, tool bag fucking loser, who is part of that company. He decided, the story goes, it was someone else's post on Facebook, and there was a conversation going on, and it was civil. Conversation was civil, and all of a sudden, Eric came in and attacked me and another individual, a friend of mine, because we're gun owners, and he attacked us and started saying blatant lies about us and attacking us for no reason and calling the other guy very foul, untrue things. And I was like, fuck this dude, this fucking loser. So I went up one side of him and down the other because he poked the wrong fucking bear. It's like, I have no problem. Everyone has difference of opinions, but he came in out of nowhere. He wasn't even involved in the conversation. Just came in attacking us. So, yeah. So I made sure he started, I finished it. but I'm not done with his motherfucking ass. He's got an ass fucking whooping coming his fucking way. That little fucking Sally. If I see him at fucking NJCC, I will beat the fucking shit out of him.
Oh, I'll get my camera. You let me know when you're gonna be there, because I will be there.
Just know. He knows. I told him in the post. Fucking con scene's gonna air real fucking juicy. And they only go to one show.
Oh,
and
yes,
I went
they
to
do.
that show last year, and their table was right next to mine. And that motherfucker didn't even say fucking 2 words to me.
I'll be there at setup time for that one.
Listen, I'll take his fucking bandana and I'll fucking strangle him with it, that fucking piece of shit. It takes a lot for me to fucking say someone's a worthless human being. He's a worthless fucking human being. So that's why I don't like fucking Boss Fight. Because they got a dipshit who fucking attacks people for no fucking reason. So just know you poke this bear first, buddy. Poked it first.
Yeah, we don't have media training here, Rasper. I'm sorry. We have no media training. We just go out and we just do what we like. But I will be at when NJCC open back up. You best believe I will be there.
I'll have to make sure I do it. I'll have to make sure I do it before I set my table up, because they're gonna kick me out of the show anyway. So I'm gonna make that trip down there. I'm gonna bring all that shit with me. And if he's there, I'm not even gonna say no warning. I'm just gonna go beat the shit out of him. If they tell me to leave, I'll leave.
No, they won't tell you. I'll talk to Fran. I'll talk to Fran, but look, Fran, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I like Fran. Fran got me in the show. I like Fran a lot, but this guy, it would behoove Fran to tell Eric not to go to that fucking show. Because
or Fran might put you in a different spot.
No, I'll find him.
Oh,
if
no.
I'm going. So
you let me know when you're halfway here. I'll be like, all right, Bobby, just swing by the house. I'll ride behind you.
I'll pick you up. Let's go. And then we're going to turn around and drive right back home because it's only going to last, a couple minutes.
No, I'll be like, look, Fran, come on now. Come on. He brings you some business now. Let's talk about this. Let's be civil about this. I understand, they had some beef, okay? It just came off mine, just let's let him stay, okay? All right, Bobby. He said you can stay, but you got to move your table. He said you can stay, but you got to move your table, okay?
I'm thinking he's such a fucking little Sally as it is. He's probably not even going to show up now that I told him. He's too fucking scared. I'm sure someone's going to let him know, like, listen, I'm just letting you know. Listen, you go to the show and ass kicking's fucking coming your way.
I'm just gonna be the hype guy, like, videotaping. Oh shit! Probably just elbow dropped him off the table. Oh shit! That's all I'm gonna.
And I'm not even gonna like treat him like a fucking grown man and punch him. I'm gonna slap him. I'm just gonna slap the shit out of him, and he's gonna cry. I'm gonna slap that fucking bandana and that Hawaiian shirt right the fuck off of him. So.
The sad part is I know I'm not going to say anything. Ah, man.
Poke the wrong bear, man. Poke the wrong bear.
It ain't Smokey the Bear. Yo. Oh, man. I was like, you said, yo, I hope they have New Jersey NJCC next year.
Yeah, because don't they do it? Didn't they do it twice a year? Don't they do it like in the spring, then they do it in the fall?
I think they were going for 3 times a year at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're doing like spring, summer, and then I think one in the fall. Because usually the first show is like in March or April. And then I think the second one's like either July, August, and then like the last one's usually like November.
Yeah, I went to when I went, it was in October. That's the one I went to.
Okay. I probably did see it there, and I was probably in the days at that point in time because it was too early in the morning for me on a Saturday.
Mm.
I only go on Saturdays because they pushed it to 2 days, and I was like, I can't do 2 days coming up here.
And plus, it's like, small cons like that. It's like the second day there's a huge drop off.
Yeah.
Even with Joe Fest, it's like Saturday was huge and then Sunday was dead. So, small cons. It's hard to do 3 days.
It is. But there you go. There's your story for Boss Fight.
Fuck them.
I'm just selling my shit. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I immediately that happened. I fucking sold my shit the next day. I supported every single one of their fucking Kickstarters and their fucking product, and I was always cordial with them.
Mm-mm.
Fucking dickhead.
No unboxing. All right, Ryan didn't get demoted. He's on vacation, like he should be, but I guess he's here in the chat, starting up trouble once again. He's just rounding up trouble. He's starting trouble with Ty. He's starting trouble with Bobby. He's starting trouble with me.
We sent him on an administrative leave.
Yeah, there you go. And he still refuses. He just wants to come back to work. He refuses to take a day off. I don't know why. Like, I don't understand. I guess he thinks he gets paid for this, and I don't know where he's getting that idea from. Like, I would like to get paid for this. Like, yo, shoot. Which reminds me, please like and subscribe, so we can start getting paid and get better things. So I get better things.
Share with your friends.
Yes. So Ty can get better figures, and I can get better figures, and Bobby can get more Action Force money out of you. Yeah. Oh man, there wasn't a lot happened this week. This was kind of a quiet week. So, you know what? Sorry, I did forget the one thing. Hold on. Oh, Cyborg's arm Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Because you know what? It's the body that they put it on. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Bobby if you thought that that Cyborg Spider-Man is using the pizza body. Oh, you were talking about it before the chat that it was possible that the retro mold is being used for something else, that they couldn't run it. But could it also be that the shoulder joint, the cavity isn't big enough on the retro to accommodate that Cyborg shoulder?
So is that a new arm, or is that did that come from another figure?
I think it's new.
Yeah.
If it's new, it wouldn't matter. You can make it the size for any shoulder joint. I would be 90% sure that it was let me look at it. That it was probably a capacity issue thing. So they were probably just using that retro body for multiple uses. That's a new body, so it's not like they've duplicated the tool yet. So, if I knew what they were putting out and could see the whole lineup, I could tell you for sure not. But most likely they're just using that mold too much, so they have to, they can't accommodate every figure. I ran into this problem when I was working on some of the Legends, where Dwight had been using a buck for certain figures in the waves he was working on, so I couldn't use it for the figures I was working on. So that's, you run into that issue when you're doing so many Legends, and it, until it gets to the point where you're using that body a lot, like the Bucky Cat body, where they duplicated that tool, where they basically just took the same tool and made it again so that they can process that body multiple times. They did that for that because they used that body a ton of times, but you'll probably see down the road, they'll start to do that more. If you see a body being used a lot, like the Bucky Cat body, it's probably safe to say that a certain body got, the tool got duplicated. But in this instance, I think it's a capacity issue.
Yes. I think that, I was looking for it. I thought I had Deathlock next to me, but I wonder if that's Deathlock's arm.
Well, it could. There's so many now. We've got Deathlock. We have the MCU cable.
Yeah.
We have the comic book cable, and then we have.
I think Combo Cable's a little bit. His arm's is a tad bit bigger because he's a bigger guy.
And then we have the Reaver body,
which it's a bigger arm. That's a bigger arm too.
And there's one other one. Why am I not thinking of it? I said MCU cable, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I may have one.
Oh, Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yes.
The new Winter Soldier. Well, there's
Actually,
there's the new Winter Soldier, and then there's the old Winter Soldier. They're both Hasbro.
Oh,
See,
let
the
me see. I
question
think it
you
might
guys
be one.
really should be asking is, who else could you use that arm for? Could they have done another figure and that arm is just the first one out of the gate?
I don't know. The biceps definitely different mold.
If they were going to do that, the only other one I can think of is Trevor Fitzroy, which would be the most obscure character. If they're going to do like the cybernetic arm, because the old Toy Biz one had it, and if they're going to do like the true classic one, that would be the one to use it for. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, even Boy in the Hula has a good one. He says, "Young Cable would be easy reuse." So that could be part of the House of X Powers of 10 set.
Yeah.
There was a question for you. Oh, Unboxing Art had a question for you, Bobby. Do you have the rights to Sergeant Slaughter, preventing others from making figures of him?
Sergeant Slaughter owns his name and his likeness. So I know there's a lot going around. That's all I will say is that I have an agreement with Sergeant Slaughter to use his name and his likeness. He owns his name and his likeness. So what has been going around is, I will say that what it is that people are fucking losing their mind over is not accurate. Even though it came from Sarge's mouth, he is not accurate. So that's all I'll say about it. But no, he owns his name and his likeness.
Colossus, no. It would have to. Rob, if that arms was Colossus, it'd be tab. It would be a lot bigger. It wouldn't be able to fit on that bucket. Dan Who says, would that not work for Armor Spider-Man? They would have to retool it, the pattern on it, for Armor Spider-Man. If I remember correctly, Bobby, because they had a different pattern on it. It wasn't like that kind of cyber armor or cyborg armor.
I'm just thinking of like small, slim figures, because this is a small, slim figure. So
Yeah,
it could just be that it was just that arm being used.
Yeah,
that arm is just new tooling, because the head's new, and then is his thigh new? Or they made a secondary belt, and that white band that goes over his thigh could be a new secondary that slips over an existing thigh, or it could just be a new thigh.
I guarantee it slips over.
I
have a feeling that it would slip over because that belt's high waisted up on him.
I'm looking at the loose image that I have, and it slides over.
See, bam! No, my Hasbro's.
Which means the headband probably slides off too, because they probably put the headband and It
looks like it to me.
Yeah.
It looks like a loose piece, or glued on, whatever.
Ronald Ramos asks, "I'm behind on the news. What did Sarge say?"
I'm not getting into it. Just look on the internet.
The legs on this Spider-Man don't look like Pizza Spider-Man. But it's not like I know that figure perfectly.
So could it be the retro body?
Not from the waist up, because it's got an ab crunch.
Yeah, that's not waist up, probably not. Maybe the waist down, probably retro, but not the waist up.
Yeah.
But which is weird because the retro only had, let's see. Yeah, no, they would have to cut it if it was retro, because they would have to cut the waist swivel here, because he didn't have a waist swivel. He just had the on the ab crunch and the torso swivel.
It doesn't have. I haven't looked at that figure in a while. It doesn't have a waist swivel.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
So the only other one they would have, either made a new mold for it and put their legs on there from Retro Spider-Man, or it's the full Pizza Spider-Man buck.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Oh, shit, I forgot about this character. Unboxing Art said, could it be used for Kane? Which is another random character. I'm trying to remember. Did GW Bridge have a cybernetic arm? I can't remember.
I don't know. Maybe it is the Pizza Spidey book. I just remember that Pizza Spidey having really scrawny legs, but
I was like, they probably put the thighs and the legs are probably from the Retro Spider-Man, but the rest of it would have to be what you call it, Pizza Spider-Man. Quiz's mind said no, he had a regular arm. Okay, I thought GW did. Huh? Yeah. Yabba dabbles. Yabba dabba dabbles.
I'm so tempted to tease people with loose images.
Do it.
I'll tell you what. I'll show you Gambit and Rogue.
I think somebody had Rogue already in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the UK Facebook group, I think somebody already had her.
Here, let me.
Because it was like, because she has like that darker brown coat and that better looking face and that more flowing hair. Flowing hair. Blah, blah, blah. Scooby Doo. Blah.
All right. There's Rogue.
Yeah. It's not bad.
The other face was so much better. I don't like that new face.
Let's see. I'll show Gambit now.
Remember. If someone in UK is getting these first, it's me. Oh, damn.
It's a good looking figure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it reminds me of that cheap plastic cape that they used to put on
the garbage bag that they put on the 90s one?
Yes!
Well, the worst part about it was he wore a garbage bag, but then they molded the collar to the figure. So if you took the bag off, he had this brown collar for no fucking reason. It was like, back then they were sitting around, they're like, ooh, how are we going to do Gambit? He's got a trench coat on.
Right.
It's like you look back at like every figure that was like ever done, instead of like just molding the arms or whatever. Motherfucker, they went with a garbage bag. They literally fucking made a garbage bag.
Oh, yo.
Like 1970s and 80s Star Wars figures had better vinyl than that. And they made a fucking garbage bag. Damn.
Somebody was like, yo, you know what? I got an idea. Where's he going? Wait a minute, why are you taking the garbage bag out of the wastebasket? Got an idea. Start cutting up, sewing it together. Gambit's got a coat. Motherfucker. You just saved us our business. All right, get this Gambit out rolling. Oh, God. You know what? I forgot what I thought was cool as a kid, but now I think about it, it was like the worst way to have my parents spend money. There was a Toys R Us exclusive X-Men set that was glued down on like this like statue podium thing. Because you had the X-Men at the top. It had like Xavier, Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, and I think Iceman. And at the bottom, you had like Sabretooth, Apocalypse, Magneto.
I remember that set.
Yeah. Worst thing ever because they didn't move. They were just, you just had them there just for like whatever. You just look at them. As a kid, that was the bee's knees for me.
The bee's knees.
That's right.
65?
I might be detected today. You know, back in my day, we had to walk 16 miles to the nearest Toys R Us when they were still open. And Jeffrey greeted each kid that came into the store. But nah, I honestly, I forgot all. Yes, X-Men Hall of Mutant set. That's what it was called. Thank you, my dude. They getting Colossus as well.
Let me look that up.
Yo, I thought that was, as a kid, that was awesome. Now I'm looking back at it. I think about it like, yo, that was the worst thing I could have had somebody spend money on because they didn't move. You couldn't take them off of there. And you already had, if you already had the figures, it was not even worthwhile to even have it.
So they didn't articulate?
No. Maybe like one, like the arms move, but that's about it.
Huh.
They were just like, they just stood there. They were stiff statues.
Interesting.
It was like McFarlane had got a hold of them. It's like, you know what? I'll make these stuff.
Wow.
Oh, come on now. You took your shots at Boss Fight. I can take my shots at McFarlane. Rob Olivia says, would Hasbro come out with the X-Men box set with all the members? That's a good question.
I remember I pitched it like for one of our Comic-Con ideas. I pitched an X-Men Gold and an X-Men Blue set. So like you had 2 box sets. Problem is, it's like, how many members were there in each set? 5 or 6. So you're talking, each set's $100, at least $100. The Comic-Con markup and the packaging, you're probably looking at $125, and then 2 sets. So you're dropping $250 on 2 sets. But I feel like if they did a set that was basically a fold open box with the gold team and the blue team, I feel like people would probably drop $250 on that, and that item would sell out. But I mean, now it's at the point where you've released all of them, so it doesn't matter now. But,
you could probably, would it really be $250 though? Could you get away with it lower? Because
I'd have to see how many figures are in each team.
Gotcha.
$20 figures. You got 5 figures. It's at least $100 for a set.
Because the reason why I asked that, because I know the Legion of Superheroes, that's right behind me here, it was like $100 some odd for that one.
How long ago was that box set made?
Okay, yeah, I see your point. Never mind.
And what license is that?
That's Mattel. It was during that time of the DC Universe subscription.
Dante, welcome to the show. I want to give you a recap on what we talked about.
I know. Look, I forgot. I forgot because I'm thinking like they were out at that time. That's why I'm thinking like the blue and gold team were out at that time. That's why I misremember. Told you I'm 65, sir.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Black don't crack.
That's right. Bee's knees. It's all about the bee's knees, sir. I'm 65, but I look like I'm like 38.
I think I'm 10 years older than you. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'll be 38. I'm sorry, I'll be 48 on. I'll be 48 next Friday.
Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I'm still planning to be on the show. Oh, do we have a show next Friday?
What's next Friday? Halloween? No, there's no show next Friday. So y'all know there's no show next Friday. There will be no show. Right. We'll be back the week after.
Yeah. You can wish me happy birthday now.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Darren Schaefer says, my dad got me that set and was pissed that they were glued. Laugh out loud. He went out and bought all the single figures. See, a lot of people were pissed about that. Glad it wasn't another one. Scruffy Nurse says, yeah, people would pay if you did that set. I would just to have it in the box. I would just to have it in the box. Trevor says, and have the box play the animated series music theme when you open it.
Yeah, you gotta pay Larry some change for that.
Right. Ron Williams said, I pay for that for the complete Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. Yeah, if they did a box set of that, I'd probably go down for that. Oh, here you go. Re-released the X-Men as anime series set with cell shading paint apps as a box set, like the Marvel Select Statues Buster cartoons.
Very cool. I mean, the Transformers figures did that.
Yeah.
They put all the cell shading on them. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea.
Just give us fucking Banshee already.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I bet you're going to get it. Dwight, that was one of those things. Dwight had always said he wanted another shot at that figure because the last one was so terrible. So you're definitely going to get him.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, because that figure, that long elongated neck look like a giraffe.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need him sooner better than later.
Yeah. Rob says he's 38 as well. Wrestling Hound said he'll be 20 next Tuesday. I don't know how true that is, Wrestling Hound. You really gonna be 20 next Tuesday? You really gonna be 20? I don't know, sir. Sounds suspect. Suspicious. Yeah, I know Halloween's on Saturday, but look, everybody needs a break. Like Nell Carter, give me a break. Mm-hmm. Oh, Bobby. Oh, see, Todd laughs at that one, but Bobby doesn't laugh. This is just ridiculous. Bobby laughs at Scanners, but Todd laughs at Nell Carter, give me a break. Can't take y'all nowhere. Marlon says, happy early birthday. So does Ewan. Happy early birthday, Todd. Dan Husu says, happy birthday, Todd. I'm going to buy you another pressure bike. I picked this play. No.
Too late, Dan.
That's what.
This one's staying in the package.
No. Oh my goodness. Nightwing says happy birthday. Oh my goodness.
Oh
my goodness, y'all. Wow. It's like a full with two different generations here. You got Nell Carter, then you got Scanners. It's Sacrifice Plastic says happy birthday, Todd.
Thanks, everybody. I'm finally taking a day off on my birthday. Usually I have to work every year. This year I was like, fuck it, I'm taking it off because I'm gonna watch Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Mandalorian starts up next Friday. Oh
Yep.
shoot, I'll be on that. One episode every damn week, like the boys. God damn it, you're killing me here. Salvador asks, did you guys talk about the Hasbro trying to get Sarge validated first? I think we talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah. Late to the party. We're not talking about it anymore.
Thoughts on Iceman Deluxe figs with ice slide and effects that can be put into different configurations. I'm down for that.
It's smart.
He's just not a big enough character. They're not like a deluxe figure like that. They gotta know that it's gonna sell. I mean, you gotta hope it's like an A-lister, maybe a B-lister. It's like Iceman. Iceman's one of those ones that like that'd be a peg warmer, man.
No,
that would be a squirrel girl. That would definitely be a squirrel girl.
Put a Bobby head on it. You're good. Sounds like hotcakes. Like, yo, is that Bobby Valentine? Let me go ahead and get him. I know him. Next time I go to NJCC, I'll have him sign it. If he's still there at that point when I get there, he get kicked out. Obviously, that table like Bobby ain't here. Well, about that, I'm just here to watch the stuff and tell you. He gave me some talking points. He didn't want to go home empty-handed, so he's staying in the hotel here. He's upstairs, so he's doing his own private science upstairs. But I'm the talking point guy. What's your question? I can read you all what the talking points is.
Dan asked if I'm 21. No. 22.
Working on it. Working my way back. Get that Benjamin Button. Born to Hula says happy birthday, Todd. Salvador says happy birthday. Oh man, I can't deal with y'all. Yeah, here we go. Now this is a good one. Ewan says, I really want Hasbro to make Lady Deathstrike soon.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Give us all the Reavers, man.
Yeah. Well, that will complete our weapon X team, or the weapon, whatever they call them. Chickenbugger, Jabapos, super weapon team. Weapon 25, 66, 77, whatever they was. Execute 66.
That means they have to give us that stupid football costume Wolverine. The black suit. It looks like he's wearing football pads.
They want to give us that one. I mean, we got tons of Wolverine we can use at this point. Because if you do it, you can always do like the one like they did with what's it called, Hulk versus. Yeah, that team. And then you know what they could do? Give us the X-Force, like the X-Force colors that they had in there. Borna Who says, could they do Iceman the way they did the recent Storm 2-pack? But who would they put in there though? That's the thing. That would make it sell.
Banshee.
There you go.
But they weren't on the same team, were they?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Any X-Men, Trevor asks, any X-Men figures are like printing money for Hasbro. If they don't realize that, then I have no words. Yeah. It depends. Like there's some X-Men characters that they probably make that would be sitting on the shelf. There's some that probably fly off the shelf, honestly.
Well, it depends on what X-Men you're talking. That AOA.
Right. And that'd be the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, if whatever team you're doing with their whichever characters, that one team that have Maggot on it, yeah. I don't think I'd be wrong with that one. Now, if they did Generation X, that would fly off the shelf.
AOA Wolverines rocking the pegs everywhere.
Dan says, just on my mind since I done my stream. Yo, Dan, when we gonna be invited on your show? I don't remember getting no invite, Dan. You know what? Been on here twice, Dan. I want to ban you from the chat, Dan. If we don't get that invite soon, it's gonna be banned for good. But I'll read your question, Dan. This time, I just want my tea sent to me soon. Just as it's on my mind since I'm done with my stream today. Who would you like to see on the retro Fantastic Four card?
I told Dan earlier I wanted Blastar, Triton. Oh, if you're basing it on the ones that they've already made in the Toy Biz days, then I want a classic Blastar, Triton, and Firelord.
Give me that trench coat thing. That's what I want.
And you don't have a Toy Biz jacket for?
Nope. I don't want that. I want that one. I want that one that Toy Biz made, that retro card line had the thing and his little trench coat and his little fedora on. That's the one I want.
I don't know, like you don't have the hat and the coat from the Toy Biz one?
I don't actually have that one. That's one I do not have in my collection. I'm trying to think who else came out in there. Because you already got Silver Surfer. Wasn't the Wizard on there at one point?
Yes.
Okay, so the Wizard, Mole Man.
I hate the Wizard.
But it's still a character, you know, a villain that we need.
I know. We need him. I just hate him. Just like Psycho Man.
Yeah. I'll take him as well. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, there'd be no point. It'd be no point making another Ghost Rider. I'm trying to remember who was on that show. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and rewatch it and see. You know, honestly, I can't remember. Let's see what else we got here before we have to start wrapping this up. I've said this in Mario. I've said this a lot of times. I would love to get an Exodus. Yes, triple yes. I will want an Exodus figure but I guess we're not going to get that. It's too obscure for some of us, you know, for some people. Give me the Reavers, Savage Land, X-Men, and Gateway. Well, I can tell you right now, some of the Savage Land characters probably will never get made.
No, not bikini versions.
Yep. The Reavers, yes. Gateway, yes. Silver Fox to complete the Weapon X program. I forgot about her. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
There you go. Born to Hula even hit on it. Dragon Man. Yeah.
I don't know if they could do that on the retro card.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, you would just you wouldn't put the wings on. You had to put the wings on when you take them out, but had the wings in there separately. I could see it. Let's see here. Some people for Generation X, AOA Inferno, stay away from this stuff. Bath of Mondo. I don't know how I feel about that. Now he says I'm walking any week. I want my invitation. When I give him an invitation, you get the figure that you need to complete your collection, sir. That's how we work out the deals here. That's right. Look, if I gotta do talking points at Bobby's table so you can stay at NJCC, you best believe I'm making deals everywhere. Oh, here you go. This is a good idea. 3-pack of Wolverine, Sabretooth, Maverick, and their Team X uniforms.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Where Wolverine's got like the football pads.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot they did make that in a Toy Biz form. I forgot with the fold out scope. You flip it on, flip it on.
Yeah, the black and gold armor, right?
Yeah. Well, they made that one like six. I think was it like 4 or 5 times in different colors. God. They kept pushing him out. Here you go, Ty. RG says Starjammers box set like they did with the Alpha Flight.
Dude, I would lose my shit. Starjammers is my favorite team after Guardians.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I would love a Starjammer. I would love to see a Corsair. I would love to get a Corsair figure because the last one I had was in 5-inch form. Mm-hmm. When Dan celebrates the 4-year YouTube anniversary for his channel, they should jump in for a brief second and be like, "Where the fuck is my?" I just, I want to be like in those behind the scenes when they do those 4th years. They're like, you know what? I told Dan he didn't invite me on that damn show, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that show. I'm going to be like, Rick James. Yeah, I stomped on his couch. No, I didn't stomp on his couch. Why would I stomp on his couch? Oh, thank you, Dan. Yeah, I will be there. You send me the invite. Thank you for inviting me. You send me the invite. We'll work it out. Work out the details. Oh, man. Yeah, oh my goodness, we still need these too.
Yeah.
I love to, anyone says, I love to finally make Mastermind Jason Wingard too. Yeah, we still need the rest of the Hellfire Club. Like, there's no way, like, we only got a couple of them. Yes, and Toad as well. Avalanche.
Yeah, totally. And Destiny.
Yeah. This would be good. Franklin Richards and Valerie for a 2-pack.
Yeah. I saw a really nice custom. What the fuck? Oh, Jason Wingard. Is he the fat one?
I keep forgetting because I forget all their names.
One of those guys with the head from Thunderstrike.
No, Jason Wingard is not the fat one. He's Mastermind.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. So the other dude that we still need.
No, that's a fat guy in the suit.
Yeah.
Leland,
Fat
that's
guy.
it.
Leland.
Leland, yeah.
Fat guy in a fancy suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they used the head from Thunderstrike on there. It looked cool.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah, there you go. There's reuse for that head. Close his mouth, he'd be good. Yeah. And so many figures we need to finish our teams. It's not even funny. All right, folks. We're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate y'all coming out here and hanging with us. You know, listen to us about getting in fights at Comic-Cons when they open back up, and, you know, and me sitting there chilling for Bobby. Is Mr. Valley here? Hold on. Is that your lady? Yeah. She got some panties. You get the panties. She can go up and see him. You gotta stay here, there, buddy. You gotta stay here, buddy. She can only go up and see him. I walked on. Yeah, Bobby. I'm sending up somebody. Yeah. Yeah. She don't worry. She'll get the deluxe package. Don't you worry, sir. You just sit around over there with the other gentleman. There's a little bit of a line. Wait, ma'am. Don't worry. He'll get to you as soon as possible. So next week we will be taking some time off, and then we'll be back the week after with some more hilarity and some more fights, and maybe Ryan might still have a job at that point. I don't know. He was slacking on his. He did all right tonight, even being off. But I tell you, those administrative league kids just don't know how to stay away from the work.
He's on thin ice.
Well, please like and subscribe, share with your friends to help us build this channel up into something bigger and better. And unless you guys got anything, I don't have anything else that needs to be pushed at the moment.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're welcome, ML Series. You're so welcome. He said, "Thank you for the show, guys." And Quizamon also says, "Thank you. Always a pleasure. Appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all. Y'all keep it lively, especially Troublemaker Ewan over here. He's a new troublemaker now. No, I don't want no erotic photos from Ryan. Thank you. Okay, nah, I don't need that. Nah,
I got mine.
I know you did.
Bearskin rug.
What did your wife say to that?
I think she was laughing harder than I was.
She's like, these are the people that you consort with? Oh, well.
She's got a sense of humor like me, so she appreciates it.
It's funny because I do the same thing to a buddy of mine that I play Call of Duty with. I say, yeah, I was like, yeah, so when you go, I'm just going to go ahead and move into the house, be the new stepfather to the kids. And
see, what Ryan doesn't know is that when someone does something to me, I usually give it back to them twofold. So
I can believe that. That's
when I'm packing up his Action Force order, woo, I got some time to think about how I want to handle this one. So
why does it feel big? Why does it feel more heavier than this? What's all these pictures here? Classified Action Force. That's gonna be a folder. It's gonna say Classified Action Force. Oh man, this was like so good. Oh,
I'm gonna open up all the figures. I'm gonna take them out, take all the accessories out, and just send him empty boxes. Like, wow, this box is really light. I thought I ordered a lot of figures.
Oh man,
You
that
did.
would be hilarious. I'm like, hey, Rod, did you get your Action Force figure? Yeah, I got my Sarge over here. That's what you get for sending them new pictures over there. I send good stuff. I send those bouquets over to Bobby's house. Those strawberry flowers.
Someone said Action Force glitter. Yeah, I can have one of those boxes where when you open that shit, it just explodes glitter all over you.
Yo, man, that would be no. Then you know what? If you do that, I'll make sure I put on a nice little suit. I'm hoping up my box outside because that glitter can stay out there. Nah, it's too much stuff to be cleaning up.
Like,
never get glitter out.
Can you send an animal through the mail? Like, can I put a cat inside that box and send it to them?
Unless you poke some holes in the box, but I don't know if they're going to still ship it anyway. Rob says, "Happy birthday, Todd."
Thank you.
All right. Dan, you down for some Warzone? Well, if you play on PS4. My gamer tag is the same as my name on here. So, all right. Unless if nobody else got anything to plug, we're out of here. We'll see you in a week. And y'all be safe. Stay out of trouble. And just be careful because it's starting that time of year. Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. I think Target's actually is going to start doing where they let people in privately to shop. They sign a time to you to come in and shop. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. For Thanksgiving. So, yeah. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. As always. Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What's up?
I thought you said we were not having a show next Friday.
We're not. That's what's in a week. We'll see you in a week.
2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm sorry. 68 creeps on you real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, 68 just creeps on you.
Get some rest, man.
After today, yeah, I'm definitely going to need some rest. I got cussed out today. That just pissed me off.
Hey, everybody go check my Instagram. I'm about to upload those loose pictures of Rogue and Gambit.
Ooh, treat for your Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse for your Friday nights. All right, folks. For Todd, for Bobby, for the invisible Ryan, who may or may not have a job in 2 weeks. For me, Dante, aka Dark Zen, we bid you a good night. Y'all stay safe and keep the fun in the community.